Hello, my beautiful people. Today, I will share with you a very interesting message from the source. It is connected with my children also. I have many stories. And the main message is trust that bigger force, okay? That intelligence that is above us. And why we don't trust it? Because we were hurted so much, so many times. And we don't trust because we think that if we are okay and healthy without pain, without any inner wounds, then we are okay and it's okay and we can say thank you. But otherwise, we are very like, why did you, do that? Why did you allow that? It is because of our growing, our learning. It's not just love, it's also pain, but all of it, it's just a movie, And my husband is saying this a lot of times, like it's a movie, when we are all in it and we think that it is real. It's not. We are all so connected with our ancestors, with all people that already left their bodies. We are so connected. I know this because I am a medium, and as a medium, I can hear, feel, and see them. So, and I'm doing that for many years now. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can write me down below. So yeah. And please subscribe also to this channel. And, why we don't trust that force, if it is bigger, if it knows better, and so on. I have many stories about my children, about our traveling around Europe, and with our RV. And I will tell you now some of the stories. So I worked a lot with angels, like asking them for the protection and for the better weather. And you know what? My trust since then, it's almost 100%. I mean, it's not 100%, of course, I'm just a human being, but yes, it's a lot. So the first one that I want to share with you is many years ago, when my children were very little. They were playing around our house, and I was cooking. I was cooking inside of my home. So they were jumping, across the. It's not a river; it's more than like a stream when it's a heavy raining. But at that time it was empty. Okay, so first. The neighbor, the right neighbor from the right house here, jumped over, and it was okay. The second jumped my daughter, the youngest one, and she fell directly down on her knees and her wrists, like her hands. And it was nothing. It was all okay. I will tell you why it was like that. She was just a little bit scared, afraid. And the third one jumped our neighbor, the same age as my daughter, the second neighbor from the left house. So he jumped and he fell down to his knees and arms, hands. But what happened was that he broke both the wrists, his wrists. Okay. So why it was like that, if there is a higher, power there that is watching over us, yes, it is watching, but we have such a free will here on earth that if we don't ask, if we don't say what we want, it won't do anything because, you know, of this free will. So what I did before I started cooking was that I asked my Archangel Michael to help me, that my daughter will be safe and protected. Okay, so that what's happened. Same spot, you know, same jump down, and it was a different result. And I have many stories about that, also about the weather. You know, when we were traveling with our RV to Greece through the ex-Yugoslavia, and then we came to Greece, and we were so tired and we just want to rest, and we were parked in front of one disco or something, but it was closed. But then at 11:30 p.m., people started coming in, and the door opened, and there were like lights, you know, red lights and everything. It was disco. So we went on a nearby parking place, and we were there during that night. But again, this was just there next to this disco, and people were there parking their cars and opening, you know, and the music was very loud. And I thought to myself, like, my kids were sleeping and I couldn't sleep. So I asked to Archangel Michael, please help me, I don't know what to do, I would just like to rest. And after 10 minutes, people left. I mean, they just parked somewhere else, you know, but they left. And the same thing again happened in Austria many years later when we were there at some parking place, and it was all empty, just us in our RV, and that car came, you know, and parked beside us, and they were talking, you know, loudly. And I asked again, please help me, I need a rest. And what happened was that they sit in the car, and they drew on the other side of this parking place, and they were talking there, and I didn't hear them again. Okay, so and one story more. When we went back from the Greece, we drew back, and it was night, and then we wanted to sleep, of course, and it was in Chernogora, and we parked there at the street, at the road, you know, beside the road. And there were many people because it was summer, and they were walking, you know, along the beach and talking. And I just asked, please, please, God and Archangel Michael, help me. And I didn't know what will happen because I never use like how it must happen, you know. I just asked for help, and it was in 10 minutes, it started raining, and all people went away. I mean, it was crazy, like a miracle, yeah. But it was a help from, you know, above. So why not to try it for yourself and just start building that trust in the universe, in that invisible force? Why not? What can you lose? So try it and maybe share with me down below. So thank you very much for listening. And yeah, we are not alone. We are not alone. Yeah. Love you so much. Bye-bye.